Hey there, you crazy speed freaks. Welcome to our deep dive into the 2024 Las Vegas Grand Prix. Let's cut the crap too. This race was an absolute shit show, with more drama than a Real Housewives reunion.
What's fascinating here is that you had all the ingredients for an epic showdown. Russell, hungry for a win, Hamilton battling back from a shitty qualifying session, and Verstappen on the verge of making history.
You're damn right. Mercedes came out swinging, looking like they were going to dominate the whole damn weekend. Russell was driving like a man possessed. And even Hamilton, after starting in the middle of the pack, managed to claw his way back to the front.
Russell's performance was a testament to his growing confidence. This was his second win of the season, and he drove flawlessly, never putting a foot wrong. Hamilton, on the other hand, had to fight tooth and nail for every position. It was vintage Hamilton, relentless and determined.
But let's talk about the elephant in the room, Verstappen. The guy's a goddamn machine, racking up championship titles like they're going out of style. This win in Vegas made it 4 in a row, putting him in the same league as legends like Fangio, Vettel, and Hamilton.
It's almost unbelievable when you think about it. To achieve 4 consecutive world championships requires not just speed and talent, but also incredible consistency and mental fortitude. Verstappen has all of that in spades.
So let's break down this crazy race lap by lap, because there were some moments that'll have you screaming bullshit at your screen, starting with the first lap where Leclerc pulled a fast one on his teammate Sainz and snatched the lead.
That was a bold move by Leclerc, showing he was willing to take risks right from the get-go. Sainz, on the other hand, had a clean start but ended up losing position to not only his teammate, but also Verstappen, who had a slower start but quickly recovered.
And let's not forget about Tsunoda. That asshat nearly took out Verstappen in the first corner. Thankfully, Verstappen managed to avoid him, but damn, that could have been a race-ending disaster for both of them.
Tsunoda's move was definitely reckless, and it's a miracle there wasn't contact. Verstappen, as always, showed his incredible car control and composure under pressure.
Yeah, the guy's a goddamn Iceman behind the wheel. So with Leclerc leading the pack, the real battle was brewing behind him. Russell was hounding him like a rabid dog. And they even had a bit of contact going into turn 1.
That contact between Russell and Leclerc was a pivotal moment in the race. It showed that Russell wasn't afraid to challenge Leclerc for the lead, and it also highlighted Leclerc's determination to hold on to his position.
It was edge-of-your-seat stuff. Meanwhile, Hamilton was making his way through the field like a shark, through a school of tuna. He passed Tsunoda, then Gasly, and set his sights on the leaders.
Hamilton's comeback drive was one of the highlights of the race. He was consistently setting fast laps and making strategic overtakes. You could see that he was pissed off about his qualifying performance and was determined to make amends.
Damn right. And let's not forget about Piastri, who got slapped with a 5-second penalty early on. That would come back to bite him later in the race.
That penalty was a crucial factor in Piastri's race. It forced him to make an earlier pit stop and ultimately cost him valuable track position.
All right, so we got Leclerc leading Russell, breathing down his neck, Hamilton on the charge, and Verstappen lurking in the shadows. It was a recipe for chaos, and things were about to get even more fucked up.
What's fascinating here is how this early stage of the race set the stage for the drama that unfolded later on. The battles between the top drivers, the strategic decisions, and the near misses all played a role in shaping the final outcome. All right, let's rewind back to that clusterfuck of a start. You saw Leclerc pull that slick move on Sainz to grab the lead right. But Sainz didn't stay pissed off for long.
Hell no. He showed those Ferraris have got some serious balls when it comes to straight line speed. He blasted past Verstappen and Leclerc on the back straight like they were standing still.
Yeah, you're seeing the raw power of that Ferrari engine. Their design prioritizes top speed, which makes them absolute rockets on those long straights. But raw power isn't everything in F1. You got to have the strategy to back it up.
And that's where Mercedes started playing their hand. They pitted Hamilton early going for the undercut, basically trying to get him out ahead of the pack by pitting before the other front runners.
It was a risky move putting Hamilton on hard tires that early, but it paid off big time. He came out of the pits ahead of Verstappen and Leclerc, taking the lead of the race. It's a classic example of how a well-timed pit stop can completely shake up the order.
Damn straight. But while Mercedes was celebrating, Ferrari was having a total meltdown in the pit lane. Sainz came in for his stop.
Yeah.
But those asshats weren't ready for him. He had to slam on the brakes to avoid hitting his mechanics.
That was a near disaster for Ferrari. It cost Sainz valuable time and showed a serious lack of communication within the team. In a sport where every tenth of a second counts a mistake, like that can be the difference between winning and losing.
Yeah, those Ferrari guys were probably shitting bricks after that screw-up. But hey, at least it wasn't as bad as what happened to Sainz a few laps later. His engine went up in smoke. and he was out of the race.
Heartbreaking for Sainz and Ferrari. They had a real chance at a podium finish, but luck wasn't on their side that day. It's a reminder that in Formula One, anything can happen, and even the fastest car can be brought down by mechanical issues.
So with Sainz out of the picture, the battle for the lead was heating up. Hamilton was out front, but Verstappen was closing in, and Russell was right on their tails.
This is where Verstappen's championship experience really showed. He knew he didn't need to win the race to secure the title, so he played it smart, avoiding any unnecessary risks. He was biding his time, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike.
And let's not forget about Perez. The guy pulled off a move that would make Mika Hakkinen proud. He squeezed between Hülkenberg and Magnussen like a goddamn ninja, reminding everyone that he's not just Verstappen's teammate, but a damn good driver in his own right.
That move by Perez was pure instinct and skill. He saw a gap that most drivers wouldn't even attempt, and he went for it. These are the kinds of moments that make Formula One so exhilarating to watch.
So we're in the final stages of the race. Russell's back in the lead after Hamilton's tires started to fade. Verstappen is comfortably in second, and the rest of the field is battling for those remaining points positions.
It was tense, it was chaotic, it was everything you could want in a Formula One race. And as the checkered flag dropped, we had Russell taking his second win of the season, Verstappen cruising to his fourth consecutive championship title, and a whole lot of drivers with some serious explaining to do to their teams.
Yeah, I'm right. Now, before we dive into the post-race drama and dissect those controversial team orders, let's take a quick break.
And when we get back, we'll be talking about the implications of Verstappen's historic win and what it means for the future of Formula One. Stick around, you won't want to miss this.
All right, so we've talked about the crazy race, the near misses, and the Ferrari pit crew losing their damn minds. But let's talk about the big picture here. Verstappen just won his fourth championship in a row. What does that mean for the sport? Is anyone going to be able to challenge this guy?
Honestly, it's starting to feel like Verstappen's era. You know, he's only 27 years old, and he's already achieved what very few drivers have in the history of Formula One. He's got the talent, the car, and the team behind him, and right now it seems like no one can touch him.
Yeah, the other teams are going to have to seriously step up their game if they want to dethrone this guy. Mercedes showed some flashes of brilliance this season, but they need more consistency. And Ferrari, let's just say they need to get their shit together in the pit lane and on the reliability front.
I think the key for any team looking to challenge Verstappen is going to be development. They need to find those extra tenths of a second, both in terms of car performance and race strategy, and they need to avoid those costly mistakes that can throw away a race weekend.
No more pit lane fuck-ups.
Yep.
You hear that, Ferrari. But it's not just about the teams, it's about the drivers too. We need to see some young guns step up and challenge Verstappen, push him to his limits. Guys like Russell and Leclerc have the potential, but they need to find that next level.
Absolutely. We need to see those rivalries develop, those wheel-to-wheel battles that make Formula One so exciting. We need someone to put the pressure on Verstappen, make him sweat a little.
I think you hit the nail on the head. This sport thrives on competition. Verstappen's dominance is impressive, but it's not good for the sport if it becomes predictable.
Exactly. Remember when Schumacher was dominating? People were saying the same things, and then along came Alonso and then Hamilton. And the sport was reignited. We need that spark again.
So what's the final takeaway here? Verstappen is the king of the hill right now, but the throne is never safe in Formula One. The other teams and drivers are hungry, and they're coming for him.
And that's what makes the next season so damn exciting. Will Verstappen continue his reign of dominance? Or will someone rise to the challenge and knock him off his perch? Only time will tell.
And if you want to hear more of our expert analysis and bullshitting about Formula One, make sure you check out our channel, AI Meets You. We break down every race, every controversy, and every crazy moment in the world of motorsports.
We've got deep dives, interviews, and all sorts of other content to keep you entertained and informed. So hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and join us for the ride.
We'll catch you on the next deep dive, you beautiful bastards. Peace out.